Hey everyone, this is Kathy again. I'm just going to do a little video today about meditation and just going to go through a few things that I learned on my journey and how it all started for me, which in turn then led me to my blog. I was introduced to the Calm app, and that has really transformed my life, and I just wanted to share with everybody a few tips that really worked for me. And if you want to develop a consistent practice, then you need to stay with it, and you can increase, what you do and how long that you sit in meditation each session. And I just kind of like to do it my own way at first. And the Calm app that I use has guided things that you can do. And there's nature sounds, and there's scenes, and there's music, and there are people that, talk you through things. Or you can just have the music playing and think in your own mind. For me, at first, I was just doing this to calm myself. I had an anxiety attack, and I knew what it was. And I had never had that before, but when I had found out from my sister about the Calm app, I loved it. Like I am with anything new, and you want to look it up and you get into it that way. I was not doing this for really any other purpose, just to get in touch with myself. It wasn't at the time something that I was doing to, let's say, connect with the beyond or anything. It really was just for me. And so I just kind of would go over things in my mind. It's easy for me to do. Other people might struggle with that. So things that I did was I would just scan my body in my mind, or I'd make a list and I'd say nature words like feathers, seashells, ocean waves, whatever that you can do. And I tried a bunch of different things, and it is hard. It is hard to sit in that, and that's why I need the time, because we're all super busy. And you can start with 5 minutes, work your way up, 10, 15, whatever. I've never done longer than half an hour. And that's even when, we don't have a bunch of other stuff going on. But it's very hard to do. But I know the feeling that I get now when I start to get in meditation, and you do have maybe a little bit of lightness. That's what I get anyway. Up in your head, like you feel a little lightheaded, not anything like a medical situation or anything, but you just feel like you're connecting. You feel like you're connecting in that way. And that's what it does for me. And when you feel the presence of, whatever you consider to be a source, it could be God, it could be spirits, it could be angels, it could be guides working with you. And yes, I have addressed warrior in these meditations because, hey, I'm doing the blog. That's what it's about. That's who I need the inspiration from. And the signs that you pick up, people say, well, nothing happened to me. Well, maybe not at that time, but you have to go about your day, and you just have to let things go and see how the day unfolds. There's signs all the time that people are missing, and probably things I miss too. But then there's little things that come later, and you have to work up to that. It's not instantaneous. You can't be like a kid and say, I want it right now. For me, my humility works. That does help a lot. You have to have low expectations when you go in. You can ask for specific things, but that needs to be ongoing. You can't be saying, I want this, I need this. And, you can be that way, but you have to approach it differently and say things like, guide me in the right direction, or show me the path that I need to be on. Inspire me to know that this is the way for me. But you can ask for specific things. I mean, I did a little bit once I started to get it down, once I started to figure it out. And you can have fun with it, but it has to work for you, and it has to be, what is appropriate for you. And how you meditate isn't going to be exactly how anyone else does. I just know that I try to take time in the morning to do it to begin my day, but then at the end of the day, I just might say some gratitude stuff. Thank you for this day, and thank you for things that happened. Thank you for my gift of life, basic things like that. But if you don't have time in the morning and we're so rushed, find your time. Find your time that works for you. And it takes a while, and you have to be patient, like with anything else that you do. And you don't have to sit a certain way. You don't have to sit cross-legged like a Buddha. You don't need to, be like this or om and do all that. You don't need to do that. You can try different techniques and try things that work for you. It's all about breathing. It's all about your breath, the breath, taking deep breaths in and out. And it works wonders for me, and it calms your mind. You need silence to sit and just be. That's very hard, very hard. I made a sign for my bedroom door, so when I have to be indoors, that sign goes up. And so that works for me. So just find some techniques that work for you and go from there. And who knows what's going to happen. I know I've gotten inspirational thoughts for my blog and for even starting YouTube videos. So try different things and see what works for you. You don't need to use an app. I think it helps just to get you going. But if you just want to have a few moments, just close your eyes and just be. And everybody needs that time. You have to have time alone with your own thoughts. But I know in this crazy world, it's so hard to do. But try your best, and who knows what the universe is going to show you. If you really believe, you have to believe, and you have to trust the process. Don't just do it for fun. Do it because you really want to make a difference in your life. So thank you all for listening, and I'll be back soon with some other fun little things that have worked for me. Have a good day.